Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nomifactory GTCEu Expert Mode. So, last time we were working on the coils, upgrading our blast furnace to Canthal, and then we also did get our first couple titanium. Now, there is a couple things that I was working on while off stream, so first thing, I guess, we'll go over this real quick. So this is just a little HV processor here that I have. It's for processing ores, so you put the ores in here, it macerates it, and this also handles the byproducts. It'll put all the this stuff, the tiny piles or whatever, stone dust, all that stuff. It'll automatically go into here. It won't get processed because that's not what this is for. So yeah, so the main stuff like ores, right? It gets macerated, and then you have the crushed. It goes into here and macerates it again. And then you have the impure piles, which go into the centrifuge. And then the centrifuge will output into here. So I was processing rock salt, salt. I threw some ores and stuff in here earlier. It was working out good. And so there is um, an ore dictionary filter right here. As you can see, it's set to insert anything that matches an ore. And then over here, into this box here, anything that isn't a crushed ore will go into this box. And then that box is gonna output, into one of these, right? Um, and I set this one to a higher priority. Um, I didn't put a... So obviously there's gonna be this this outputs into the chest here when it's done. The auto output is set up to here. So everything is gonna be in here, and then this is a higher priority, so um, the stuff goes into there first, and then any of the byproducts are obviously going to be go into this chest, and then the final stuff from the centrifuge is going to go into here too. So that's how that works, pretty much. Um, I don't think I added. Did I add anything else over here? I don't think so. Um, I've still got this process going on over here, although the mirror light looks like it's full again. Um, at least the drawer is. The machine isn't yet. Um, we've got almost 5,000 aluminum over here. 8,000, of course, sodium. We got some lithium and silicon there. I'm gonna throw some of this into the extractor or electrolyzer so that that keeps going. I haven't made that come over here automatically yet, so, but I can just throw it all into here and it'll automatically go into there. Oh right. So I was also making some sodium persulfate and also iron 3 chloride because I was making some more plastic circuit boards. So we've got 63 right now. Um, and I think I made like at least 60 of those pretty recently. And so I've got sulfuric acid coming in here automatically because we needed that for making the plastic circuit boards. And then I did make a couple tanks. One of them is for iron 3 chloride, so I've got that hooked up downstairs. Um, you can see our benzene is capped out now, at 8,000 buckets, and of course our nitrobenzene is still at 8,000 buckets right now. Hydrogen's doing fine. Oxygen and nitrogen are good. Um, I thought about potentially, for this setup over here, I thought about potentially doing an ender fluid link cover to export essentially the oil from, the setup over there directly over here. Thought about potentially doing that, but haven't decided just yet if I want to do that. Um, but yeah, so we've got sodium persulfate and iron 3 chloride. So if we need to make more plastic circuit boards, we can use either of those fluids for that. So that's nice. Um, looking at the quests, um, I don't know if I'm gonna tackle the multi-smelter right now. I did have something in mind for what I'm gonna do. Oh, there's the ender fluid link covers. There's a quest for that. And you get a smiley face flower. Um, so let's look at the mid game first. So this is what I was planning on doing. I was planning on knocking out the HV circuit assembler and then probably tackling the tier 5 circuit. And then that obviously unlocks um, this, but you still need EV machine hole, EV machine holes and quantum eyes. Just this one and this one. So it's this one, and this one that you need for this. But, that's EV circuit assembly machine. I'm not too worried about that. I'm first going to worry about the HV1. Into the microverse here. So we are going to have to get luminescence at some point. Um, I have got red coal before, but it doesn't detect it right now. And then it's just this looks pretty simple to do. Already have a resonator, so I just need to get some polished stone, which is stone in the autoclave. That would be really simple to get done. Black steel I've already made before. Um, but anyways, eventually, of course, we're gonna need these fancy crafting tables. But we'll worry about that a little bit later. So back to here, the HV circuit assembler, right? So this one unlocks the mainframe, and then you can overclock recipes up to 128 EU per tick. So like the lower tier recipes, you can always make faster if you use the circuit assembler here. So I'm gonna make this an autocraft. We don't, that's the MV one right there. So let's get the HV one loaded up into here. We want workstation. So we do that. And then we go over to here. Um, these ones, yeah. Because these are all our HV stuff right here. So we'll put that there. Okay. And we can try crafting it, but I don't know if we have everything. Okay, we're missing HV emitter and HV robot arm. Okay. So let's go ahead and add these. Again, we're gonna want processor assembly for this one, I think, right? I don't wonder when we unlock the nano circuit. That's the final HV circuit, I think, the nano circuit. So let's make this, and then this. And we want processor assembly again. Okay. And then these are gonna be, I just auto-craft, yeah. So we'll go down. HV, we'll put these here. Okay, perfect. Now let's try making this. Let's see what we're missing. Oh, I made Electrum. Um, okay, we'll get back to that other stuff here in a second. Chrome and Eye of Ender. I did make some more Electrum. There we go. Okay, so it says we're missing Chrome ingots. That's what it's looking like. Because I guess we've got to make some Chrome rods. And then Eye of the Ender. Um, we've got to make those in a chemical reactor. Now, I did make blaze powder earlier, and we already have ender pearls, so we can definitely make some eyes of the ender. But we've just got to get that blaze powder and some ender pearls. We've got more ender pearls than that, but we'll just make 8 eyes of the ender right now inside of a chemical reactor. There we go. And then we need chrome ingots. Trying to think. Do I make more than 2? What else are we gonna need the chrome rods for? Is it just these 2 things? Emitters, HV. Wait, did we already put that one already in there, right? The HV laser engraver? Isn't that the one that's in the clean room? Yeah, that's the HV one right there. Um, Circuit assembler, well, that's the one we're making now. Huh. Guidance computer. Ender fluid. Ah, okay. I guess we can make more than... We're gonna need to get some more chrome, to be honest. So we don't have that much right now. Getting a little low on that. So we'd want to do ruby dust, I believe. Do I have ruby ore? I'm not sure. Let's look, see. Okay, we do have 64 ruby ore. So what we do with that, we would, I think, double pulverize using our new setup that we have downstairs. And you have 14% chance and a 14% chance of chrome. And then you also get tiny vials of chrome and ruby dust, which you would then electrolyze for guaranteed chrome. So we're gonna chuck all of this ruby ore down in our ore setup over here and let it do its thing. You just throw that in there and it'll get started. And we'll come back to that a little bit later and see what it's gonna spit out in here. Okay, so let's take all this stuff and put this in there. Then we'll just take that there and there. Okay. So, right, we were gonna make some chrome for the chrome rods. And I believe, wait, do we have to blast? Oh, okay, we have to blast furnace that. Cannot regular smelt. How many? So it's 4, I don't know. Trying to think, but so we need at least 2, of course. because that would be 4 chrome rods, and that's what it said we needed in the terminal. And then 2 ingots for each HV emitter that we want to use. Um, the only other stuff that I'd potentially use is these. So that'd be 2 ingots there, but times 2 because we need 2 of those. So that would be 4. And then if we're gonna need this, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We'll save these chrome dust and let the smelt the rest. Because we probably need this chrome for something else, but I am getting more chrome, but just want to make sure that I have it now in case I need it for something in the near future. Okay, so that chrome's going. I believe that's the last thing that we need. And then we should be able to make this. And we're gonna get this set up in the clean room. I'm gonna replace the previous circuit assembler that's in there with this. And we're gonna need some vibrant alloy wires. I think I have one um, already made in 8 times. I'm pretty sure. But let's get this crafting here. This one, HV. Oh, eyes at the ender. Right, those were being made right here. Let's grab those. Put that in there. Now we can do it. Go ahead and start. That'll get going. Good thing we made more circuit boards because it needs 10 of them for this. Boom, boom, boom. Working on quite a few parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So working like at least 5 parts at a time. Like 7, I think. 7 different parts. So that's going pretty quick. Just takes a little bit for the actual machines to craft some of this stuff up. But at least it's doing multiple parts at the same time. It's gonna do gold and electrum. Okay, so vibrant. I guess we. Oh, I'm thinking of the energetic ones. Okay. So let's make 8 of these. And that's gonna also be held up by the other wires that are going on over here, I think. This is crafting gold and electrum. But it'll do it in here soon enough. Circuit. Okay. So we can actually. Are we gonna need this circuit assembler? We might need this one right now for the craft. I'm not gonna disconnect it just yet. Because I think we're gonna need that for. Yeah, we're gonna need it for the workstations. So we gotta wait till that's done before we disconnect it. And then, so for the mainframes, right, this is an IV tier circuit. I'm going to be doing this recipe right here. Annealed copper wire, RAM, SMD, aluminum frame box, workstation, and the SMD inductors, of course. Do I have aluminum frame boxes set to autocraft? I don't know. It doesn't look like it. So let's grab that. Ah, right, that's why I don't have them set to autocraft, because it requires an assembler with a circuit of 4. You know, we aren't even using the glue one here. I made this one originally for glue, But then I never ended up using the glue, surprisingly, because I got out of using the glue, got to the higher tier stuff before I actually ended up using it. So, looks like our circuit assembler is done, and same with the wires. So let's make these into 8 times. And let's grab the circuit assembler. And there's the quest. Complete. And now, what we're gonna do is get rid of this one. Okay. And then we're gonna put, not that one, this one, right here. Okay. And then we need to hook it up to power. We need our wire cutters. And up. There we go. It's got power. And let's put the soldering alloy back in there. Perfect. So that should be all be good to go now. It's already got the workstation, of course, inside of that recipe. Or inside that machine, rather. Guess we'll put this back in there and that stuff back in there for now. So that quest is complete. Now, if we want to tackle the mainframe, like I said, we're going to need this stuff. Now, I should be able to get this automated, except for the aluminum frame box, I think. But let's go ahead and put that recipe inside of here. This one. Okay. And let's go down to the circuit assembler, right? Right here. Throw that in there. And now we can't actually make it yet because we're going to be missing some stuff. As you can see here, annealed copper wire and aluminum frame box. I guess we don't have annealed copper wire auto-craftable. So it says we only need 2 aluminum frame boxes. Annealed copper wire. Huh. I guess we didn't. Okay. Um, Wire mill. And then this goes into here. That's good to go. And then 2 of the frame boxes. And it makes a set of, well, we're not going to be using this one. We'll use this. So we need, of course, 8 rods, which is 4 aluminum. But we don't have to worry about that part. We'll just make 8 rods. And put it in assembler with 4? Yeah. Okay. There's those. I think we should be good to go now. Let's go ahead and make the tier 5, I think. We can do that. Mainframe. Perfect. Everything is good to go. Look at that. 6 plastic circuit boards, 4 processor assemblers, 32 RAM. 32 RAM for one of these. And that, I think that it would be even more, but we already have 1 processor assembly available. So that saved us a little bit of RAM. But anyways, here we go. Tier 5 circuit coming right up. The first one. It's going to take probably at least a minute, about a minute or so, for some of this stuff to craft through. So we'll give that a little bit of time, and then we'll finish that quest up. One thing I was thinking that I'm probably gonna have to do, because there's gonna be more stuff I'm gonna have to put inside of the clean room. It's already cramped as is, so I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to actually make the clean room bigger. It can be up to 15 by 15 by 15, and I think it's a 5 by 5 by 5 right now. So I don't know if I'll make it a 15 by 15 by 15, but I might at least make it a 10 by 10 by 10. Um, I don't think the the height doesn't have to be like super tall. I'm pretty sure you can make it like a 10 by 10 by 5 if you wanted. I'm pretty sure for the height. So working on the last couple things here. Just about done. Once it's done with these workstations, it'll all be finished. Let's look in here. Oh, it is finished with them, but I forgot to get this set up properly. So we need to have that output. There we go. Mainframe scheduled. So I think that's gonna be in here now, right? Wait, what happened with the mainframe? Did I do something wrong? Did I not put it in the circuit assembler? It's in the advanced circuit assembler. Uh, why don't I see it in here? It should be doing the process, but it's not. What? Something glitched? Huh? Am I missing? Wait. So it has to be HV clean room. HV clean room. It's in the clean room, obviously. This is clean, and this is HV. So why did, oh, cause, there. There we go. Forgot to allow input from output side. So that's going. 30 seconds left, and we'll have our tier 5 circuit. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it has all this stuff stored. I guess that's extra stuff that it just have, they just have extra from the craft, I guess. There we go. And let's put that under inventory. Boom. First tier 5 circuit. We did it. And we got an IV circuits quest complete. I think that's in the progression tab. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So we've done these two, in addition to the actual quest. Um, I think in terms of the next circuit that we'd probably be working towards is this one, the third and final tier 3 circuit, which is called the nano circuit. Going back over here, this is the quest that we finished. So we finished 3 quests all at the same time. Here is that nano circuit quest right there. but this requires EV circuit assembly machine. And so we'd have to get into EV machine holes, which is, of course, we're going to need titanium for this stuff. Uh, as far as our titanium goes, let me put this away. We only have 2 right now, of course, but I am going to be getting that higher, so taking you through the process again real quick. I realized something that, so the 4 buckets of chlorine that you need, right, for this process to get the titanium tetrachloride, you actually, that's all you ever need for the chlorine. You don't need more than 4 buckets forever. So when you get the extra magnesium chloride dust, you can take that, electrolyze it, and you get, because you get 6 of these from the blast furnace, so you get literally 4 buckets of chlorine back, and of course a magnesium, which is half of the recipe required um, to get the titanium, of course. So it really comes down to just needing the rutile. I think the rutile is like the most annoying part, which we can't actually get ilmenite yet because that is only in the moon and the ender, I believe, if I remember correctly. So we're stuck with electrolyzing bauxite dust, which I did go farm a bunch of bauxite, and I used my new um, little setup over there for ore processing, and we have 256 bauxite, which is 4 stacks of bauxite. So we can go ahead and electrolyze all of that, and we'll get obviously a bunch of oxygen, aluminum, and rutile. So let's go ahead and put those in there. We can actually put this in there too, and that'll automatically pull into here. Okay. And the oxygen's going to go into our tank automatically. There's aluminum and rutile, so 3,403. You can see that going up every single time it finishes. So we're just getting some rutile now. 3,413. Okay. Perfect. So it's 1 rutile equals 1 titanium, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. So this is like 4 titanium right here. And it's 15 bauxite dust is essentially equal to 1 titanium then. As long as you have all the other stuff. This will get 15 of these will get you 1 titanium if you have the other stuff required. Okay, so I'm not sure how much titanium we're gonna want. Well, we're gonna want a lot. Um, we're not gonna go this route right now. I could get more bauxite, but I think I might do that off stream and have it processing stuff, bauxite, and get more bauxite dust off stream probably. This nichrome, that's used for these coil blocks. Uh, we could potentially do that. I mean, It's literally just, wait, let's see. Um, so nichrome is, I believe, chrome and nickel, looks like. So we need MV mixer, then you get nichrome dust, put it in the blast furnace with or without nitrogen. Get the hot nichrome ingot, which will be exported into the vacuum freezer. But we need 128 of these if we want to upgrade the coils. So that means we would need 128 of the dust. And if we wanted to make 128 dust, we would do 128 divided by 5. So we need to make this 26 times. So we would need 104 nickel dust and 26 chrome dust. Now, do we have 106 or 100? Sorry, 26 chrome dust. We only have 14 right now. So that is going to be an issue. Did this finish? It looks like it did. Okay, here we go. 64 chrome dust. We've got 2 stacks of tiny piles, and we've got 2 stacks of ruby dust. So that's some good stuff right there. The stone dust I've just been sort of like not really caring about. I throw away a stack whenever, really. Um, okay, so this is what we got. That's pretty good. 64 chrome. And that was from 1 stack of ruby ore. And then we're gonna get more off of this and off of these also. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Put all of this in there. There we go, another 14. And I don't care about these 2 tiny piles, it's whatever. And then, so the ruby dust, we're gonna electrolyze, I believe. And every 6, we get another chrome. And so it's because we have 128, that would get us 21 more chrome when we electrolyze this. The bauxite is done. Got our rutile here. Let's put the ruby in there. So for now, let's go ahead and put the aluminum in there. The bauxite we can put back in here. And this rutile we're gonna use. Might as well make some titanium with it. Okay, so in total, we get 85, 99. We'll have a total of 99 chrome from 1 stack of ruby ore. That's pretty good. After all this is finished. So we've got rutile and we need to grab some carbon. And then let me look at the blast furnace real quick again. Oh, right, we've got chrome ingots there. Could have sworn. Where did the magnesium chloride dust go? Should have went somewhere, right? Did we already I think we already electrolyzed it. I'm pretty sure. When we were making it before. I think we electrolyzed it already. But anyways, we have chlorine. Um, we've got 40k chlorine right there, for example. So we don't have to worry about getting that electrolyzed for the chlorine. But, so let's make more titanium tetrachloride. So we need an HV chemical reactor and 4 buckets of chlorine, at least. Um, I think I'm just gonna grab all of this chlorine. Okay, so we need 34 carbon dust. Okay, we've got 34 carbon dust, 17 rutile, and, well, we're bringing all of this chlorine over. And we need an HV chemical reactor, so we'll just actually use this one, I guess. Last time I remember using a chemical reactor and something happened, but hopefully nothing goes wrong here. Shit, something is going wrong. That's what happened. That's what happened last time. I guess I forgot the chlorine mixes with some of the stuff here. Yep, it did mix, it did. Do we have an extra tank? Okay, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I don't care about this stuff right now, so this diluted, even though I'm probably gonna need it um, at some point. While you keep moving my chest here. Okay. So I remember, which chemical reactor did we put it in last time? Was it one of these ones over here? Was it this one? I guess so. Maybe? Maybe not. No, it couldn't have been this one. Which chemical reactor did we use? Oh, the one on top. That's what we did. Right. Okay. Found it. Now we're gonna get carbon monoxide, um, which you could electrolyze if you want, or you can use it in a chemical reactor for methanol, butyraldehyde, acetic acid. I'm not sure what which of these might be useful. Glycerol, biodiesel, acetic acid. What's acetic acid used for, maybe? Mm, ethanone, vinyl acetate, carbon dioxide, methyl acetate. Yeah, I really don't know what acetic acid is going to be used for, or what carbon monoxide would technically be best used for. Whoa. Well, that was lag, or just a visual glitch, rather. It went from 4K to 12K. Um, so yeah, it's not gonna do anymore because, well, oh, we ran out of chlorine. But I thought it was about to get too full on carbon monoxide too. So we've got more chlorine here. But yeah, after two more crafts, it's gonna stop. So that'll get us 6 buckets here. I really don't know what to do with the carbon monoxide. I mean, this is a simple thing to do, but I don't really need carbon dust or oxygen. I feel like it's better to save it for one of the chemical reactor things, probably. Acetic acid or methanol, maybe? But I don't know. what these are used for. There's so many different, you can use ethane to get vinyl chloride. That's about it, really, for ethane. Carbon dioxide. Magnesite. Mm, methanol. There's methanol again. Carbon monoxide. Vinyl acetate. Carbon dioxide. Acetic acid. Methanol. Maybe I'll just, I could always store it, then figure out what to do with it later, I guess. But for that, I'm gonna need, the super tank. So we'll just grab that, I guess. And put this liquid in there. Let that keep fit going. Is this done? Yes. So there's 21 more chrome dust, total of 99. Perfect. Now I think we had some ruby dust in, oh, we've got one, okay. Okay, so put the chrome dust back in there. What does that get us up to? 113 chrome dust. Pretty good. Um, nichrome. Right. That's why we're getting more chrome. Because we said we would need 26 chrome and 104 nickel to get the upgrade for the nichrome coils. This requires epoxy. Epoxy? I don't even know where that quest is. Wish there was a way to like, oh, I forgot, you can just follow the red lines. Well, not always. Sometimes it has a quest requirement. I think that's like somewhere else, I'm pretty sure. Maybe. This requires epoxy production. I don't know what these ones are going to be used for. I guess nanocircuits and a few other higher tier stuff. Oh yeah, nanocircuits. Tiers 3 through 6. That's a whole process that it looks like it's going to be. This requires EPO, whatever. This requires biodiesel and glycerol, which is this one. Sodium hydroxide, so that's going to be like a whole little miniature quest thing right there to get these. This one, of course, requires EV, so titanium. Yep, okay. So we can definitely do the nichrome right now. Other stuff is going to take a little bit of setting up and figuring out. So let's go ahead and put more chlorine in there. And we don't need to make more chlorine because once we process this, we'll get the whatever it's called and electrolyze it. Magnesium chloride dust. And we'll get all the chlorine back. So we'll let this go until we run out of chlorine. Grab this titanium tetrachloride. Go put it into the blast furnace with magnesium. Uh, we're gonna need, wait, two? Two magnesium for every one bucket. Looks like Oh, it is finished. Okay, it's just glitching again with the arrow there. So we've got 10 buckets, so we need 20 magnesium dust. Oops, wrong thing. Magnesium dust times 20. And then that goes into the blast furnace. Now, we have oxygen in there right now. It would help if I had another blast furnace available. It would also help if I could get this oxygen out of there right now. That would be real good too. If only there was a way for me to export it back into. I would need an import bus, and then I could probably make it go back into the system instead of using a bucket to do it. Let's see. Let's grab one of these. And then break the bus. Put this there. Put oxygen in there. This one. Oops. And then reattach. It's not importing it. Doesn't work? Weird. It's not importing the fluid back into the system. Well, we tried. Just doesn't want to work. So I guess we'll put the export bus back on there. Get that reattached. And then we've got to get a tank so that we can get that out of there. Wait, where did the other bus go? We can use this. Is it still down here somewhere? There it is. Okay. Put that there. And, oh, okay, so now we need to get the liquid in there. And then we need to, can I get the, nope, I can't see the the bus here. So, just put that in, oh, wait. I don't know, does the circuit need to be in there or no? I guess it doesn't make a difference. It still seems to be doing it, even with the circuit. So I guess you can leave the circuit in there for this. So 40 seconds for each one. And the titanium ingots are automatically going to export. And then I believe the magnesium chloride should be in here. Let's double check. There's that, and that is going to export. Yep, okay. So that's good to go. We'll just let that finish the rest of those. It's going to take at least 5 minutes. Oh right, we've got oxygen that we don't need. Where's our oxygen? Put that away. Don't need that. Okay. So, right, that's the carbon monoxide. Just put that in there for now. Nichrome, right? Nichrome. Take a look at this. Okay, so let's get the nickel and chrome that we need, and we have to put it in a mixture with 2. So again, it's going to be 26 chrome and 104 nickel. 26 chrome and 104 nickel? Ah, that is a lot of our nickel. Um, let's go ahead and get some more nickel processed. So that gets you iron, more iron, and centrifuge gets you that. Okay, I guess we'll throw all of this garnierite into our ore processing. Get some more nickel going here. It'll only be 72, but considering how much this is going to eat of our nickel supply here for this nichrome. So 64 plus another 40. Oops, 40. Okay. So now we have to get that all converted into dust for the nickel. Put 64 in there, and we'll put 40 into this one. Have them both going at the same time. There we go. And this one finished also. Okay. And now we need to put it in a mixture with 2. Wonder if we can do it like that. So this should give us the nichrome dust. And then we've got a blast furnace it all. Nichrome dust, there we go. Then we have to blast furnace this. Oh right, it's still doing the um, titanium. Now, can we see the titanium going up in here? Titanium. Nope, it's not being exported to the system. It should be in here. Okay, so we've got 7 more titanium there. Okay. Well, it is going to take quite a while for the nichrome. Uh, how much time did it say? Uh, yeah, depending on if we use nitrogen or not, which I guess we can because we have plenty of it. 43 seconds each. And if we're doing 128th, uh, yeah, that's definitely over an hour. So I don't think we're going to be able to actually get the coils right now on stream, but we can definitely get at least a first, few ingots here and finish that quest up. And then I'm not sure if, well, I guess I could start working on some plascrete and stuff, maybe for upgrading the size of the clean room. I don't know if there's anything else that I need, so I'm kind of wondering. So let's say we push the walls out and make it wider. Do you still need filter casings all on the top for the clean room? That's a good question. Let's see what this says. It can build between any size, blah blah blah. The rest of the top face is built from filter casings. Okay, so if you expand it out sideways, the top still has to completely be filter casings. Um, okay. If I remember correctly, plasticrete is a bunch of, well, polyethylene and steel. A bunch of steel rods, more specifically. Oh, the blast furnace is done. Let's go ahead and put this nichrome in there. Oh, we didn't put the nitrogen in. Oh well. It'll finish up here soon enough. Um, so let's think. How big do we want to make this? And the issue is, if we do make it bigger, we don't really have room to expand it this ways, or this ways, really. So we'd have to probably expand it backwards, I think, is how we would have to do it. So, I think I'm gonna have to break this wall out and expand it out to here somewhere. Let's see. If we made it 5 more blocks, for example. Oh, but that would only be making it longer. I kind of want to make it wider too. Hmm. Let's see how big 5 blocks this way would be. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think takes you right up to it. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 would be like right here. The wall would be right here. And the chest would be in the way. We could move the chest. So maybe make it a 10 by 10. Out 10 out this way total, and then 10 out this direction. Which should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. Tear out the wall. Guess. Alright, let's go get our Nichrome and finish that quest up. Right. Well, I'm not gonna carry that. Instead, what we're gonna have to do is, I'll do that right now, actually. Hopefully I can do this. Or dictionary filter. I'm gonna craft up one of these. And we're gonna try to make it so if it matches anything that has hot in it, it'll export into the vacuum. Um, da, da, da. Hot. Yeah, I guess we'll try that. Hot. Star. So if we were to put hot nichrome, that doesn't match. Does it have to be capital? What happens if we put... Wait. Oh, now it matches. What happens if we try this now? Okay, so I'm just trying a few things here just to see what we get here. Hot nichrome. Okay, so it needs to have the asterisk before and after, I think. Or you could do inget hot like that, and probably a asterisk. Then let's try inget hot, yeah. And if we wanted this one, that would work too. Okay, so that should be the filter that we want. Um, but now we've got to take this export bus off, I think, and get it, yeah, trying to think. So we've got a filter here that, oh, wait, maybe I need, would a storage bus be what we want? Because I was trying to think. Well, wait, maybe we could import it into the system. No, wait, trying to think. This will only allow hot ingots to come through. But how do we get it so it exports it through here? Mm, let's see. Because this can't obviously... It can't connect directly to it. Um... What does an ME Ordic storage bus really do? Let's see. Okay. I was thinking if there was an ME or dictionary export bus, that would be what we'd want. But I think a storage bus, it feels like is not going to be what we want, right? I don't know how the ME or this Ordic storage bus works. Um, how to do this? Why is there no ME Ordic export bus? There's only a storage bus. You can't just have it be blank. And you can't put the filter inside here, right? Pretty sure. Or can you? Do I take that off with a crowbar? Yeah. Okay. Let's try putting the filter in here. Well, that's not what we want. Because now it'll only export or diction the actual item itself. We need to like have it like use this as the filtering thing, but it won't. Um, for testing purposes, I'm gonna get myself one of these. And if it works how we think it's going to, we'll make it. If not, then we'll just throw it away. Because I'm really curious if this actually is supposed to export. Uh, Okay. So I'd want to set it up like this one over here. I think it was hot, or ingot hot, right? Ingot hot, star. How does this work? Ingot hot, star. It doesn't do anything. But, I mean, it has this bidirectional input-output thing. Insert. Huh. This isn't working, I don't think. As I thought, I didn't feel like this was gonna do anything. Or dictionary storage bus. I need an export one, but they don't have it. Screw this one. Uh, this one. Uh, I don't know how to get this to work. I mean, this is what we'd want. Oh, whoops. Gosh, ingot hot star. It's exactly what we want. Uh, wait, why is that not working now? I thought before this was. Oh, what? Now it randomly changed to green. Okay, weird. So will only allow those stuff through, but then how do we get it to export everything? All potential stuff. This is absolutely confusing, or I literally just can't figure it out. How do we get only the hot stuff to come in here? In the case of these, right? It's sending it from here into here and only letting any type of ore come through. So with there, but the issue is here, this is pulling. It's pulling out. Wait, maybe that's the issue? Is it? So what if instead of an export, or instead of a storage bus here, what if we had it importing into the system? Let's go ahead and let's try changing this up over here and see if we can get this to work. I don't know. We're gonna change that to import bus. I guess, yeah. Make one of those. Hopefully this works. Okay. Done. Import bus. Now let's change that out. Import. Dumb Steam. Okay. Okay, it's importing the vanadium. Now it's importing the nichrome and the magnesium into the network. Now, can we get that to come out over here? Is the real question. Um, just trying to think. How do we get... It's not going to be a storage bus. Can't do an export bus either because that requires us to put stuff in here, right? Let's look at these cards. Fuzzy card. What does the fuzzy card do? Inverter. That can't be used in export. What does a fuzzy card do? Oh, it's for like if stuff is damaged and stuff like that. Looks like. Uh, uh, is that the only thing that's useful for? Damage stuff? I really can't figure out how to do this right now. Well, I need to have it just export all of the hot stuff, but I mean, I could add a capacity card and then just add up to 9 hot ingots here. Can I search like this? Oh, okay. But, I mean, theoretically, there is definitely more than 9 hot ingots. So, if I mean, we could change them out over time, I guess. But just, there should be a way here to insert the hot ingots, I would think. This will only allow hot ingots through, but we can't have it export literally everything. Um, but if there was item conduits going from over there to here, that would work, of course. Can we not do it with the ME stuff, AE2? Thinking, thinking no. Doesn't feel like it anyways. Maybe, so the hot stuff is inside of the network right now, isn't it? Yeah. So there's the hot nichrome. So it's in the network, but we just can't, we can export specific thing, but not all the hot ingots. the export bus. Let me look at that again real quick, actually. Card. So, that's not for export. And we have to put a specific item in here. We can't like put this inside of the export bus. That would be perfect if we could. It would be perfect if we had an ME or dictionary export bus, but for some reason there is no ME or dictionary export bus, which is really kind of weird. They'd made a storage one, but not export. Wonder why that is. There's nothing else that I can use that I can think of to do this. Besides literally running item conduits from over there to here. Or, yeah. There's no other way. I can't think of another way. Let's take damage. Why not? Why not? Okay. There's our first Nichrome. Quest complete. Ah, man. What a pain. Trying to get all of the hot ingots to come through here. But I just can't do it with the export bus. Can't do a wild card. Man, I wish there was a way. If there was an ME export bus or dictionary or export bus, but guess there just doesn't feel like being one in here. Whatever. So that quest is complete. Plascrete, you know, that's annoying. I don't even know how much plascrete I'm gonna need if I'm gonna make this bigger. Let me think here. If you're only extending the wall, you need the wall and the floor. You gotta have the floor completely covered too, like that. So it would be like let's see. You'd have a 5 by 5 base, right? So that's 25 for the floor. And then you would need the wall. Or no, we'd be taking this wall and just putting it right here. So we wouldn't need more stuff for the wall. But we would need the side right here. We would need plasticate for the actual side of the wall. So it would be 25 here. This would be right here instead. And so 25 plus the front of the wall, which is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Because we're not going to have another door, I don't think, right? Can you only have one door? Oh, let me look here. 44. Maximum of 8. We could have another door. So we could have a door here and a door over here. Okay, so I guess that's 42 for the floor plus the wall. And then we would need the back wall too. Let's say that's gonna be a, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is this only 4 tall? 1, 2, 3, 4? I thought it was a 5 by 5 by 5, but this isn't. It's only 4 tall, unless it's not going into the ceiling, right? Pretty sure. Oh wait, it is. It's just weird that I couldn't see it, that's all. So it is a 5 by 5 by 5, like I thought. Because we've got plasticrete on top of this stuff. Uh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, 5. This is the 5th level right here. That is the 5th level. Okay, and there's plasticrete on the corners. Okay. So, I think it was going to be 25 and this 42. And this, let's say, we need another 5 by 5, 25. 42, 67. Is it looking like 67? That's just for this part, I think. And then wait, if we extended it outwards, I think it'd be even more. Yeah. Um, think here. If we extended this 5 more that way, we would need this section right here, right? 5 times? But not the center part though. So it'd be, ah, it's actually pretty hard to figure this out. Damn. Oh boy. Let's just start with making a stack of plasticine and see how it goes, see how much we can get. So we'll make 32, a set of 32. 32 crafts. So that means we would need 32 of these. We need 128 steel rods. How's our steel? Okay. We might end up needing more steel. There goes 56 of it. And that's only for the steel frame boxes. Then we would need 30, oh gosh, that's a lot of polyethylene. 32 times 6? 192 polyethylene sheets? No way. That is a significant amount. It's 27,648 millibuckets of polyethylene. Yeah, we're gonna need more polyethylene too. Alright then. Welp, that's that. I'm gonna have to get more polyethylene. Um, Probably get more steel because I'm gonna blow through a bunch of it right now. Just take this iron. But now we have to get the oxygen back over here because we got rid of the oxygen. Deleted it. Oxygen. There we go. Now it turned on. Um, I really wish that thing would work over there with the all of the hot ingots right now. That'd be perfect. So, I guess I'm probably gonna wrap up. I'm gonna get some stuff done off stream, of course. Get some more steel. Maybe get some more titanium, probably. I'm gonna need to get more concrete and obviously steel, like I said before, and polyethylene, of course. We're gonna need all this stuff for expanding the clean room. And yeah, I'll get more titanium. And oh, I guess more nichrome too, so that we can work on getting those nichrome coil blocks going. That'll make the blast furnace um, faster for a couple things probably too, once we get those going. Um, so yeah, I guess that's some of the stuff coming up. I'm gonna, where was it? Oh, one other thing that I did off stream real quick. Um, I made these SoCs, system on chip, and I did that with, you can see it requires an HV cutting saw in the clean room, and you need either obviously glowstone, nakoda, or neutronium doped wafers, and we got these now, of course. And I made a yellow glass lens, which is essentially, let's see if I can find the white one here. Uh, maybe. Will it ever show the white one? So you have to make a regular glass lens in the lathe. So it's a glass pane, or you could use an exquisite glass crystal. I did the glass pane method, and you get those with glass dust, plate, and an alloy smelter. And you get, obviously, you're gonna get the regular glass lens white. And then to get it to yellow, I took, you need chemical yellow dye, and I had a dandelion, right? You can just take a dandelion, craft it, get this, and then you extract it, get it into liquid form, or, no, you don't extract it. You put it in a chemical reactor with salt and sulfuric, and you get the chemical yellow dye, and take that, put it in a chemical bath at HV with the lens, and then you get that, and then finally, once you have the yellow lens, you can combine it with the wafer inside the precision laser engraver inside the clean room at HV and get those SoC wafers, and then you can obviously do this. And so these SoC chips are um, going to be for microprocessors and integrated processors, but you need EV or IV circuit assembler. But I just made some because I was like, oh, I'm gonna need them, and I can make them now, so I just made some. But this is a better recipe for microprocessors and integrated processors. You get more out of doing this once you have it unlocked. Um, and soon enough, we'll have a EV circuit assembler, because that's right here. All we really need is a couple things, and then we'll be there. This requires quantum eyes, which requires radon. Now, I don't think... Actually, radon. Oh, that's fusion reactor. Um, so actually, that's ender air. So we need the end for that. I don't know if we can get radium salt. We don't have a fusion reactor, so I don't think that's going to be a thing. Yeah, so I think for these quantum eyes, do we need those for this? No, we don't need that. Oh wait, yes we do. It's required for the EV emitters. Okay, so basically, I guess before we can make the EV advanced circuit assembler, we're gonna have to get quantum eyes, which is gonna be a bit annoying, it looks like. I guess we're gonna have to go to the end, I think. I'm pretty sure. I guess you can get radium from this, which is EV. That's a tier 2 microminer. So we might be able to do that at some point. Um, but yeah, so I guess it's going to be a little bit before we get some of the EV, at least this circuit assembler. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to wrap up for now. Um, yep, I'll work on that stuff and hopefully I can get some of it knocked out, prepared for next time. Anyways, thanks for watching and I will see you next time. Bye for now.